Hey everyone, in this video, I'll be going over how you can lower your ping in Fortnite. I know I made a video like this a few weeks back, but I wanted to clear up some things and go into a bit more detail about how you can go about lowering your ping in Fortnite and all the methods that are available to you to go about doing that. And without any further ado guys, let's get right into it. So to kick off this video, I wanted to cover a few things that I didn't mention on my last ping video, and I just generally wanted to clear up a few things. So what I wanted to say is that even if you followed every single tip in this video, you still might not get zero ping, and that's because of the distance between you and the Fortnite servers. There is just no way that someone in Kansas, for example, will get zero ping because the current Fortnite servers in the USA are located in Ohio, Virginia, California, and Oregon. And that means that Kansas is a decent distance away from all those servers, and that leads to higher ping regardless of what you try to do to get it to zero. That's not me saying that the tips in this video are useless, I'm just saying that the distance between you and the Fortnite server plays a huge role in whether or not you can get zero ping from following this video. But what I can tell you though is there's at least one of these methods that will definitely help you get lower ping than the ping you're currently on right now. So with that all out of the way, let's jump right into our first tip. Our first tip to lower your ping is to use an application called NoPing. I've made a video on these guys before, but essentially NoPing reroutes your internet connection to find a direct connection to the closest Fortnite server to you. In doing so, it lowers your ping quite significantly in some cases. As you guys can see, here is my ping without NoPing, and here is my ping with NoPing enabled. It's quite a decent difference in ping when using NoPing. My game feels way better and way more responsive. Since I've made an in-depth video on these guys before, if you'd like to learn how to configure NoPing and optimize it to lower your ping as much as possible, click the card in the top right hand corner and I'll show you how to set it up all there. If you'd like to try out NoPing for yourself for 3 days for absolutely free, click the link at the top of the description so you can go ahead and get 3 days of NoPing for absolutely free. And if you like it after those 3 days are up, you can go ahead and purchase the NoPing plan monthly for just $6.90. And now with our first tip out of the way, let's get right into the next one. Our next tip is one that I highly recommend you do and that you should be doing, especially in 2021, because if you're not, it's definitely holding you back from improving, and that's using a wired connection. You hear lots of other YouTubers mention this, and that's for good reason. By not using an Ethernet cable to power your internet on your console or PC, you're really missing out on the potential of having really low to zero ping, and you run the risk of your internet randomly cutting out, and you also get really inconsistent ping when you're on a wireless connection. Also, by being on Wi-Fi, you run the risk of your internet dropping out because it has the possibility of getting interrupted by random network interference, which is definitely something you don't want. But to avoid all this, just grabbing a cheap $10 50-foot Cat6 Ethernet cable off Amazon will definitely do the trick in solving all of your internet issues. I could go on and on about how good Ethernet is and why you should be using it, but I'm pretty sure you get the point. Every single, and I mean every single Fortnite pro uses Ethernet to get the lowest ping possible. Just by using Ethernet alone, it could single-handedly drop your ping to completely zero. If you want to buy an Ethernet cable for yourself, I'll leave a link to a 50-foot Cat6 Ethernet cable below so you can see just how good playing on a wired connection is. Also, an Ethernet cable works on both console and PC for those of you who are wondering. Our next tip to lower your ping in Fortnite is to close background apps when you're playing the game. This especially includes Google Chrome or any web browser for that matter. This is because they take up a lot of excess memory and CPU usage that could go towards your game, but since you have these apps open, they take up free space, leading to your game being choppier and you having higher ping as a result. If you usually watch Twitch streams or YouTube while you play, especially on Google Chrome, you definitely need to stop doing this because it really affects your in-game performance and makes your game run a whole lot slower. Try closing all background apps when you hop on Fortnite next to play, and you'll immediately see improvements in your FPS, ping, and overall game performance. The final tip for this video is to run virus scans on your PC often. You probably have downloaded some sketchy things on your computer before and you just haven't been bothered to check to see if your PC is infected with anything. By not checking at least once a week for viruses, you run the risk of having bad PC performance, and that's going to obviously lead to higher ping, frame drops, among many other issues that could arise. The viruses in particular you want to check for are PUP files, which are known as potentially unwanted programs. In order to check for and remove these programs, go ahead and download whatever antivirus you want, but I personally recommend Malwarebytes just because it's really nice in detecting every single virus, including PUP files, which some other virus scanners don't recognize. So just type in Malwarebytes and install it. Once you open it up, just run a quick scan and see what it finds. If it finds any viruses, just go ahead and remove them from your PC and then you're golden. Your game should be running much better than before, and I know this tip sounds really simple and silly, but lots of people don't don't know that they have viruses in their computer, and that just by simply removing them can solve all of their ping, FPS, and performance issues you're having in game. So give this tip a go and run regular scans of your PC so that you don't run into any issues like this in the future. Anyway guys, that's gonna end off today's video. I really hope that you learned something from it and that it was able to help you out in any way. And if it did, please like the video and subscribe with my post notifications turned on so you never miss a future upload from me. Anyway guys, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.